Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel, Aware Science, is all about trying to learn various concepts of data science by practicing a lot of questions. In this video, we are going to solve this question on Leetcode regarding find gold in our customers. The difficulty level of this question is medium, and I'm going to share the SQL schema as well as the Pandas schema in the description box below. Okay, the question reads: we are given a table called restaurant orders with 6 different columns: order ID, customer ID, order timestamp, order amount, payment method, and order rating. Order ID is the unique identifier for this table. Payment method can be cash, card, or app. Order rating is between 1 and 5, where 5 is the best, null if not rated. Order timestamp contains both date and time information. Okay, we are asked to write a solution to find golden hour customers, that is, customers who consistently order during peak hours and provide high satisfaction. A customer is a golden hour customer if they meet all the following criteria. Firstly, made at least 3 different orders. At least 60% of their orders are during peak hours, that is 11 to 2 and then 6 to 9. Their average rating for rated orders is at least 4.0, rounded to 2 decimal places, and have rated at least 50% of their orders. We need to return the result table ordered by average rating in descending order and then by customer ID in descending order as well. Okay, I know this is a lot of information, but let's go through this example. It will make this more clear. So here, let's take example of customer ID 101. So you see there are 4 different orders for them. So the first criteria that we want is made at least 3 orders. That's satisfied. Then let's look at how many orders were made during the peak hours, that is between 11 to 2 and 6 to 9. So if you look at this order was between 11 to 2. So yes, it's a peak hour order. Then it was between 6 to 9. Then yes, this is also a peak hour order. This is again a peak hour order, and the fourth one as well. So all 4 out of 4 different orders are peak hour order. That means it's a 100% ratio. It satisfies the second condition as well. Now let's look at what's the average rating. So if we look at, so out of these 4, 3 are being rated, and the average rating is 5 plus 4 9 plus 5 is 14, divided by 3 is 4.67, which is more than 4.0. So the third condition is satisfied as well, and have rated at least 50% of their orders. Since 3 out of 4 has been rated, that means 75%. So it satisfies the fourth condition as well, and hence all 4 conditions are satisfied, and 101 should be in the output, and that is what we have. So to solve this question, what we can do is, for every customer ID, we can try to find out all these 4 things, and then we can go from there. So what we are going to do is, from this table called restaurant orders, what should we do is, let's group by the customer ID. Then let us return the customer ID, and let's start counting the first thing. The first thing that we need to count is how many distinct orders were made. So we can simply do count of distinct order ID. That gives you, let's alias this as total orders, right? So if in our output that's total orders, let me just copy it, paste it here so that we don't have to alias them later in our code. Then it says we need to also have the second condition is at least 60% of their orders are during peak hours. So we can use case when statements to find out, okay, which of these are during the peak hours. So what we're going to do is case when your time part of this timestamp, because timestamp also has date, so we only care about the time part. So time of order time stamp, this comes out to be between 11 and 2, that is 14. Either this or, so let me just wrap this entire thing in parenthesis. So this, or what happens is your time out of, right? So time of order timestamp comes out to be between 6 and 9. So 18 and 21. These conditions are satisfied. That means it was ordered during the peak hours. So when this happens, case when this or this happens, then you give me the order ID, else you return me null. Since you started a case when statement, you need to end this. And in this case, what we are going to do is let us count such orders made during the peak hour. So count of distinct such cases or order IDs. So that gives you the orders, different orders made during the peak hours. And to get the peak hour percentage, we simply divide this by the count of distinct order ID. That means all the different orders that were made, right? So this gives you the ratio, and it says that we need to calculate a percentage. So let's multiply this entire thing by 100, and this gives you peak hour percentage. So what we are going to do is let us alias this as peak hour percentage. And if you see, the peak hour percentage in our output is actually rounded to 0 decimal places, right? So what we can do is we can simply put that round this entire thing to 0 decimal places. Okay, now this gives us peak hour percentage. The third thing that we need is what's the average rating for rated orders. So let us do average rating. So average of the column called order rating. Then we can alias this as what is required in our output as average rating. And then even though in the output it's not as a column, but there is a fourth condition that we need to make sure that it satisfies, that have rated at least 50% of their orders. So that means we need to do that, hey, case when your order rating, right? So when your order rating is not null, then you return me the order ID, else you return me null. Since you started a case when statement, you end it, and in such cases, count distinct order IDs, right? So count distinct order IDs, and that gives you what? This gives you the total orders that has been rated by the customer. And then if you divide this by total orders, that is count of distinct order ID. So that gives you orders rated, right? So orders rated. Also, if you look at it, what we missed is average rating should be rounded to 2 decimal places. So this entire thing, so round this entire thing to 2 decimal places. Let me bring this down so that it's easier for us. Let me just do a bit of cleanup. Okay, let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get in our output. So if you look at our output right now, what do we have here is we have that for every customer ID, how many total orders are there, what's the peak hour percentage, the average rating, and what percentage of orders have been rated by the customer. Now, what we can do is we can save this entire thing in a common table expression. So, with CTE as this entire thing goes into parentheses. And then what we are going to do is we need to satisfy certain conditions. So from this common table expression, keep only such customers where total orders are at least 3, so greater than equal to 3. Let me just drag it to the right so that it's easier for us, right? So at least 3 orders, and then peak hour percentage should be at least 60%. So and peak hour percentage greater than equal to 60, and average rating, right? So average rating should be at least 4, so greater than equal to 4.0, and your rated, right? So orders rated are at least 50%, right? So greater than equal to 0.5. In such cases, return me 4 different things. If you look at our output, return me the customer ID, the total orders, peak hour percentage, and finally the average rating. And this should be ordered in a certain way. So order by average rating in descending manner, and then by customer ID in descending manner as well. Okay, I think this looks good. Let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get in our output. So yeah, if you look at it, it's accepted. If you look at our output is exactly same as expected output. Let me go ahead and submit to see pass all the test cases or not. So yeah, this is accepted, and this is how to do it. So yes, tricky question, but what we had to basically do was for every customer ID, what we simply did was we counted, okay, how many total orders are there, how many peak orders are there. That means orders made during the peak hours. We counted such and then divided by the total to get, okay, the peak hour percentage, what's the average rating, and then how many orders were rated divided by the total orders. That gives us, okay, how what percentage of orders made by a customer have been rated. Once we had that entire information, we saved in a common table expression called CTE, and then we satisfied the 4 conditions that were required in the question. So yeah, this is how we do it. Let me know if there's a better, more reference to solve this question. Let the solution be in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.